Operation Overlord, the famous D-Day landings in Normandy, France, marked the most extensive seaborne invasion in history. On June 6, 1944, the forces of the United States, Britain, and Canada successfully secured 5 landing beaches, with around 160,000 troops ashore. Although the Allies lost nearly 4,500 lives, they had firmly established the Second Front. A significant factor contributing to the Allies' triumph on D-Day was their ability to mislead and confuse the Germans through diversionary operations. By leaving the Germans uncertain about the actual landing location and whether the Normandy landings were the main assault or merely a distraction for other landings, the Allied invasion caught them off guard. This hesitation and confusion in the German response allowed the Allies to establish a large and robust beachhead before any substantial counterattack could be launched. Interestingly, one aspect of the D-Day deception that has received little attention is the use of dummy paratroopers, playfully called Ruperts. These 3-foot-tall figures made of burlap sacking filled with sand and straw, equipped with simple parachutes, looked like real paratroopers from a distance, especially at night. Some Ruperts even had rifle fire simulators and small explosive devices to simulate a battle. To add to the deception, a self-destruction device was added to many Ruperts, ensuring no traces were left behind to reveal that the dummies had been deployed rather than real soldiers. Additionally, an innovation called pintails was devised, which landed and launched flares, imitating the signal pistols used by paratroop officers during ground operations. All these deceptions were part of Operation Titanic, divided into 4 separate missions. The SAS played a critical role, dropping with the Titanic missions and creating noise effects, along with real explosive charges, to convince the Germans that full-scale battles had erupted in certain areas, diverting their troops away from the actual Allied landing zones. The Titanic missions were indeed successful, as German units reported sightings of Allied paratroopers landing in the designated drop zones. This diversion tactic caused German forces to be diverted from strategic locations like Kiel, ultimately aiding the success of the main Allied beach landings. Despite the success of the SAS's diversionary operations, it came at a cost. Those who participated in the Titanic 4 mission found themselves hunted by German forces for weeks, with some SAS members tragically losing their lives or being captured and later executed. Nevertheless, the quirky yet brilliant diversionary tactics executed by the SAS significantly contributed to the resounding success of D-Day for the Allies.